What's going on, guys? Colt here. Now, getting startup capital to trade with is extremely hard for a lot of you. But what if I could show you how to get startup capital in the next 24 hours? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to leverage credit to get capital to start trading in the next 24 hours. Let's not wait, but viewer discretion be advised. Some of the things that I'm going to tell you, you might need to research a little bit more on your own, and also understand there are risks with using credit capital to start trading. But if you're willing to take a risk to get a reward, watch this video. Now, first off, you need to understand what credit is. So we have debit cards. That's where you put money into a bank account and you can use the debit card using your money. Then we have credit cards. This is money that we are having borrowed and we have to pay back. So you can go to your local bank if you want, or I'm going to give you a couple of other strategies on how to get a credit card, but these are very easy steps on how to get started. Understand that if you do get a credit card, you have to pay this money back, and if you don't, the money will go on collections, and at some point in time, you have to pay the money back. So just make your credit card payments on time. So let's say that you get approved for a $2,000 credit limit. You're going to get a card in the mail where you can start using that card. Now, with this card, you don't want to use the whole card on unnecessary things. A lot of reasons as to why people go over their spending limit on their credit card is because they're just swiping it, acting like they just got $2,000. I need you guys to understand that it's very important to be smart with the money that you're getting and invest it to get an ROI. And one thing that you need to keep in mind when you have a credit card is you can't go over 35% of the credit limit. Obviously you can, but if you want to be smart, you should not use 35% of the credit card utilization. You want to keep it below that. If you don't, it might affect your credit, especially if you use 100% limit of the credit card. This could really impact your credit in a negative way, and you do not want that. So once you get your credit card, make sure that you have Autopay set up. Meaning that when you make payments on your credit card, which you're going to have to do, I'm going to give you an example in just a second. Make sure that the payments are being made on time every single month. You can set up Autopay to do that. So let's say that I get a $2,000 credit limit, and 35% of $2,000 would be around $700. Now, when we're going to use that capital, we need to make sure that we are paying off the card. So if you get a limit of $2,000 and you use $700 of that limit, with most cards, you're gonna have a very low monthly payment. Probably about $50, probably less than that you have to pay back every month. So this is the process. You wanna go and put your $700 that you're using on your $2,000 credit limit to fund your trading account. Now you need to understand that once you have that capital, you're going to be able to see bigger returns. So your overall goal to preserve that capital and have it forever in a trading account and be able to grow it is pay off your credit card. So you're going to use those profits that you're making to make the minimum payments. Most cards aren't going to have that high of interest on the card. So you want to pay back the card as soon as you possibly can, because if you do not pay off your credit limit and you just let it build up, it's going to gain interest. And instead of you owing $700, you're going to owe $800, then $900, and it's going to keep adding up. So make sure that you're making your payments on time. Very crucial, and don't go over 35% of your credit utilization, your credit limit. Now you're probably asking, how do I make payments on my credit card? You're simply just going to link your bank account or debit card to your credit card. So once you get your credit card, you're going to have your own app where you can go and see all that information with your card, your spending limit, cash back, all that good stuff is going to be on the mobile app, and that's where you're going to be able to make a payment. Like I said, set up Autopay so you never forget to make a payment. And the really cool thing, the benefit of getting a credit card is when you make payments on time, that's going to impact your credit in a very positive way. So you can get approved for much higher credit cards with very high limits. So here's another example. Let's say that you got your $2,000 credit card and you're freaking out. You're so excited. You just want to fund your trading account. Awesome. But here's a hack. When you pay off your credit card and you pay off the balance, you're actually going to be able to request every 6 months a credit increase on that credit card. So imagine if you get a $2,000 credit card and you're making all your payments, you pay off your credit line from trading. And that's what I'm telling you guys. It's so important for you guys to use this credit card for investments, things that are going to give you an ROI. This is the greatest and quickest way to get capital funded. But once you pay off that credit limit and you're making payments on time, the credit card that you are with is going to see that. And they're going to say, do you know what? This isn't a high-risk customer. They are making their payments, meaning that they're not using the credit card just for emergency purposes. And that's what a lot of people have a credit card for, is they use that credit card for emergency purposes. And they just spend the whole limit when there's an emergency. They never pay it back, and it screws up their credit. So when the company that you're actually with, maybe Capital One, Citi, American Express, Chase, whatever it is, when they see that you're making payments on time, they're like, do you know what? We can trust this person. Let's give them a limit of $4,000 now. So as you start to make your payments and you're getting a good rep with that bank that you have a credit card with, they're going to give you a higher limit. So you can start with a $2,000 credit card, and then in 2 years, it can go up to $10,000, and now you have $10,000. And also, I want you guys to understand that the cool thing about credit is this is basically adding to your net worth. Imagine if you have like 5 different credit cards, one with $2,000, one with $10,000, one with $20,000, one with $40,000, one with $200. You have all these credit cards with a limit. So it's going to get really fun, and you're going to be able to understand the hacks of how to use a credit card. Obviously, I just mentioned the bare minimum on how you can use credit cards to fund your trading account. You guys need to do your in-depth research to figure out which credit card is the best for you. Now, this is how you're going to be able to find a credit card that works best for you. You can go to your bank, and you can ask to open a credit card. They're most likely going to be able to give you a credit card right on the spot, and you can go home with the credit card. Number 2, you can type in Apple credit card. Yes, Apple has their own credit card by Goldman Sachs. I didn't have the best credit a couple years ago, and I got approved for a $6,500 limit credit card. And the cool thing about the credit card from Goldman Sachs, the Apple card, is it's titanium. So when you drop it, it makes that clink sound. It's super cool. Now, the third step, the easiest and quickest way to see if you can get a credit card approved for you is go to Credit Karma. It's an app on your phone. Download that app, sign up, and there's going to be a section where it says credit card recommendations or top picks, something like that, and you'll be able to see the top credit cards that they recommend for you and your credit. Now, these are the quickest ways and scenarios for you to get a credit line. And like I said, you want to be very smart with this credit line. Once you get the card, you can go to the broker of your choice. You're going to buy Bitcoin if you need to fund the account, or if they have a debit or credit card option, you could do that. And then you have money in a trading account. Instead of you trading with $50, $100, you now have a couple $100, a couple $1,000 to play with. And also, here's a hack. One last hack. On Credit Karma, they have an option where you can get a loan. Now, I don't recommend getting a loan unless the APR is super low. And also with a lot of loans, there's going to be a very high interest amount. So if they give you a $10,000 loan, you might have to pay $15,000 back. And the time limit that they give you, you really don't want to do that. So stick to credit cards. And also, guys, don't just fund your whole trading account with the whole credit card limit. You need to make sure you're making the minimum payments on your account. And this is why I'm telling you it's really easy, because with a lot of cards, I have a card with Capital One, and it's a $1,500 limit. There's one time when I maxed out the whole card, and they just wanted me to pay $35 every month as a minimum payment. Obviously, I ended up paying the whole thing off the very next day, but you have that choice. But like I said, if you use 100% of the credit card's utilization limit, it's going to impact your credit score in a negative way. Also, I bet a lot of you don't even know what your credit score is. So Credit Karma is great because it will tell you your credit score, things you can work on, and also it's just a great tool to have. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.